everything about you. Everything about you.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Zenfolio Live. I'm Robert with Zenfolio Customer Success. I want to say thanks for joining us here on the live stream. Today we're going to be talking about how to offer your clients wedding albums that they can actually design themselves. We're going to be talking about the benefits of that, how to add it to a package, how to get that added to a price list. I'm going to take you through and show you the client building experience. Now, as always, during the live stream, anytime you have a question, you don't have to wait till I stop talking. Make sure that you get that question in the chat so I can get that answered for you live, even if it's not on topic with what we're currently discussing. So make sure you get those questions in the chat. Now, hanging out with me today, taking care of you guys in chat, I've got Richard. And just a few housekeeping announcements before we get started here. The June photo contest is almost over, you guys. July is fast up on us. And we are going to announce that June photo contest winner along with the July photo contest topic on July 2nd on Site Review Tuesday. So if you have a photo entered in that contest and you want to see who, if you want it, make sure that you tune in July 2nd for Site Review Tuesday, because we're going to be revealing the winner of the June photo contest, as well as showing you the July photo contest topic. And if you are interested, the July photo contest topic is going to be selected by you guys. So below the video, there's a link. Below this video, it says vote for July's photo contest or something like that. If you click on that, that's going to take you where you can actually pick the topic for July's photo contest. So we've got summer in the runnings, friendship, relaxation, and happiness. And right now, the last time I looked, summer was in the lead. So if that's a topic that you want, make sure that you go down and you vote for that topic. Now, if you're not familiar with how the photo contest works, you submit a photo based on that topic. It's open to your creative interpretation. And then it's not just enough to submit that photo. You have to make sure that you share it out on your social media platform and get your friends and your family to vote for your photo. The 10 photos with the most votes are going to go to our judge, our judge then decides the winner of that photo contest. And the winner gets a free Zenfolio Pro plan for a year. So if you're interested, make sure that you go vote on the topic, and there's still a few days left to go and try to get more votes if you've entered the June contest. Now, a little bit later on, I am going to be showing the top 10 images in the June photo contest, so make sure that you stick around. Later on the live stream, I'm going to show you guys what photos are in the top 10 running, how many votes they have, who the photographer is. So make sure that you check that out. Also, if you haven't submitted a link to the photo contest, or I'm sorry, not submitted a link. If you haven't submitted a photo to the June contest, there's still a couple of days left. I think that link is in the description below this video. But like I said, there's only a couple of days left. So that's up to you if you want to submit now or if you want to wait till July's contest is open. Okay, one more thing. No Zenfolio Live on July 4th, so make sure that you have a happy and safe and wonderful 4th of July. We're not going to be doing a live stream on July 4th, which is why we are announcing the contest winner on the July 2nd Site Review Tuesday, so make sure that you tune into that. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and jump into today's topic. And like I said, if you have questions, make sure that you get those in the chat so we can get those answered live. We're going to jump in here and start talking about how you can offer client-designed wedding albums. All right. So first of all, let's kind of talk a little bit about the benefits of allowing your clients to design their wedding albums, right? Because like a lot of times traditionally as wedding photographers, a lot of times we like to design our clients' albums for them. And if that's a process and something that you still want to keep, it's totally, you can still keep that process. But if you're running into the issue where designing that album is starting to take a lot of time, or maybe your clients are wanting the option to be able to design their album themselves, this is how you can set that up in Zenfolio. And like I said, some of the benefits are that it saves you time, right? You don't have to actually sit there and design the album for them. You don't have to do the back and forth of creating an album design, sharing it, making updates. So it saves you all of that back and forth time. And then it also gives your client the option to be involved in that process. I mean, to be in complete control of what that album looks like, and they can work with it with their family and friends. Maybe they want to sit down an evening and have mom sit over their shoulder and help them with their wedding album. They can do that as well. So definitely a lot of benefits. It's going to save you a lot of time, a lot of work, a lot of going back and forth with your clients if you put that control in their hands and let them do that. So let me show you how to add this product so that your clients can do that. Now, first, what I'm going to show you how to do is how to set up a package with a wedding album that your clients can design. And then you could go in and also add it as an a la carte item to your price list if you want to do that as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump in here to Zenfolio. We're just going to go right over here to selling, click on that, and then we're going to go down here to packages. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create one, and I've created one earlier, but let's just start from scratch. I'm going to create one from scratch. Now, as a wedding photographer, you're probably not going to just create a package that has an album in it. You're probably going to have a package with some prints and different things like that. So that's the kind of package that I'm going to set up, but I'm going to show you how to make sure that those packages include those albums that your clients can design. So we're going to say add new package. And what I would suggest calling your package is maybe you want to do like, you know, package A includes one, and let's do, I forget what sizes of wedding albums they offer. Let's do I think there's let's just do one wedding album, and we'll say this also comes with, I don't know, let's say two 16 by 20 prints, and we'll say one, and we'll say four 8 by 10 prints. All right. Now, I talk a lot about naming your packages. If you've ever watched a live stream where I talk about setting up and creating packages, I talk a lot about doing that, about the way you name your package, because Zenfolio offers two different kinds of client buying experiences. And one of those experiences, the one that I prefer, is really simple, but the only information that it shows about your products or your packages is the title of it. And so if you just title your package as package A, as a client, that doesn't really tell me much about the package. And so that's why I kind of titled this package the way I did here, so that when the client sees it, they actually have an idea of what they're getting in the package. Now, I might go back and change that to be the specific size of the wedding album, maybe put the page number information in there. But for now, this is fine. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to choose the type of package. If you want to include a wedding album, then it has to be a multi-image package, and you're not going to want to limit the unique number of images because they need to be able to add enough images into the album to fill the album. So you're going to make sure that you switch it from the default, which is one photo, down to the multi-image package, and then you're not going to want to turn on that limit. All right, so now let's go in and let's add our products. So let's click Add Products. And anytime you do that, if you see all vendors up here in the top right corner, make sure that you do not add to a package or to a price list from the all vendors screen. Make sure that you click up here and you choose a specific lab to work with. And the reason that I say that is because if you offer products from multiple vendors, each vendor is going to charge your client their own shipping fee, and your clients are probably not going to be too happy about that. So make sure that you click that all vendor screen and then you choose a specific vendor that you want to work with. Now, in this case, I'm going to be working with MPix Lab, so we're just going to choose MPix. And now no matter what products I choose, it's going to be coming from that lab. So let's go ahead and grab the album first. We're going to go right here, go to albums, click here. And let's do a, what do we got in here? Let's do an 11 by 8.5 album right here. Now, I'm going to show you some stuff here. This is a custom hardcover book, which means that it can have a custom photo cover. And if you'll notice right here, it says that there are 11 template designs available. Now, you don't have to offer all of those design templates to your client. And I definitely recommend that you don't. And I'm going to show you how to limit those design templates here in just a second. So we're going to go down after we select that. We're going to click, and let me get this out of the way so you guys can see. We're going to click Add Selected Products right here at the bottom. All right, so we're going to click Add Selected Products. That's going to add that into this package. And then what we're going to do next is go back up here, and we need to add in these print sizes that we mentioned. So we're going to do a 16 by 20 and an 8 by 10. So we're going to go back here, hit Add Products. This time we're still in MPix. This time we're going to go to Prints, and we're going to grab that 8 by 10 and that 16 by 20. Now, I need to add multiples of these. I don't have to do it here. I don't have to keep going back and adding in those products. You can actually come right down here underneath those print sizes and bump up the quantity here. So if we did 4 8 by 10s and 2 16 by 20s. Okay, so now we have this album added to our package. We have our print sizes. Let's take a look at those album templates and limit this to be the options that we want it to be. So right here next to the album, what we're going to do is we're going to go right here to Edit Templates. And there's two options here. There's all available templates, or there's only selected templates. So on this screen, you are deciding what templates you want to make available to your client. Now, with this being a wedding album, I definitely want to limit some of these out of here. So for instance, I don't feel like for a wedding album, nobody's really going to want that family. So I'm going to go with selected templates, and then I'm just going to simply check the templates that I want to be available. And so we're going to go down here again, selecting these templates. There's a modern gray, a simple black, simple gray, classic black and white. And then there's some other ones down here as well, but these are the ones that I usually prefer to offer. All right, so then we're going to hit select. And if you'll notice, that went from having 11 design templates offered to being 7. So now the clients have 7 templates to choose from, kind of getting rid of any of those ones that they might not potentially be interested in. Anytime you can save your clients some extra time, you can definitely take advantage of that and do that and make sure that you kind of take that stuff out of their way. Okay, so now we have this package created. We would come down here to the bottom, enter our selling price. So let's say that we're going to charge $500 for this package that includes that album. You put $500 in here, and then if you ever are creating a package, you can actually see your package breakdown over here. So here's the selling price, and then over here on the left-hand side, you're going to see the profit and the base cost and all of that right here. So something good to take note of right there. All right, so we're going to hit next, and then I'm just going to hit next again, and done. So now I've created a package that has a wedding album in it that my clients can design. So Next step is going to be adding that to a price list. And then if we want to make that option also available as an a la carte item, we can do that on a price list as well. If you want to create a package that has multiple albums in there, maybe you want to have a package where it is multiple albums, one for the mom and one for the bride and the groom. You can do that as well just by bumping up the quantity and adding another product in there. But let's go to selling. Let's start a wedding price list. Let's get this package added on there. And then let's also go ahead and add the a la carte option as well. So we're going to go to selling and we're going to go to price list. And then I'm going to just delete the wedding album one that I started earlier. Let's go ahead and delete this one as well. And then what we're going to do is click add blank price list. I always recommend starting with a blank price list if you're making a genre specific price list. So like this is specifically for weddings. This way you start out with a completely blank slate in your price list and you don't have to remove a bunch of stuff that you might not have wanted, and you can focus and spend your time adding stuff that you want to be on that price list. So we're going to click add blank price list here. And then what we're going to do is just give this price list a name. So I'm going to name this one weddings right here. We're going to hit enter and then we're going to click add products. Now, when I click that, I'm going to go ahead and add that package in first because it's already set up and good to go. So I'm going to go right here and click on my name. And that is where I would see the packages. Click on that package. Here's that wedding album package. And then we can just add that in down here. All right. And now that package is in here. It's good to go and all set up. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add a couple of these albums as a la carte options in this price list so that if clients don't want to buy the package and they just want to buy an album, maybe they want to buy an extra album, they can do that as well. So we're going to go and click add products. Click back up here, switch back to Impix because that's the vendor that I used to build the package with. And then we're going to go to albums and then we can add in whatever album options we want to make available. So maybe we only want that at 11 by 8.5 to be available in the package. Maybe the a la carte options, we want them to be a little bit smaller. You could do that as well. So if you go down here, here's the 11 by 8.5. We can say, okay, that's only available in the package, but you can order an a la carte 10 by 10. If you wanted to do something like that, that's a possibility. So we're going to click on that. And then down here at the bottom, we're just going to hit add selected products. That's going to add that in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about paper options here, page options, which I didn't show you in packages, but I'm going to show you here. And then we're also going to talk about the templates. So first, let's edit those templates down. Again, I'm going to be choosing only the templates that are really relevant for wedding photography for my wedding clients. So maybe the modern teal, and maybe we want this a la carte option to have fewer templates. Maybe we want to set it up so that if they really want a lot of different options, they need to go with the package album instead of buying it a la carte. So maybe you want to limit this to just the simple black or simple gray. And then you can say, hey, if you want more template design options, you're going to have to get the one that's in the package. So kind of a way to think about using that to leverage more cells and increasing your cells that way. So we're going to hit select. And now you can see right here, it changes to only 2 design templates offered. All right. And then what we're going to do is come down here and we'll talk about these paper options really quick. Now, these are more than just paper options. They're also number of page options as well. So again, this is another good way to limit what's available in an a la carte option and try to drive people to buying that package. So let's say maybe we only wanted that a la carte option to be 20 pages in cover stock. We could uncheck these options here. Or maybe we only want it to be Pearl and 20 pages. So you can uncheck that option and change it, and then you can set your price for it. So let's say maybe for this one, we're going to do $300 for that. All right, so here is the album as an a la carte option. There it is as a package. All right, so the other thing that we're going to click on really quick is this little gear icon right here, just to make sure that we have this set up the way that we want. It looks like we do. And so what we would do after this is just click save. Now, if this is a big price list where you're adding a lot more products to it, you definitely want to come down and set up your quick shop. All right, so you want to come down here, turn off this automatic option. And I like to add everything that I have over to quick shop. You just click the first one, hold shift if you're on a Mac. I think it works on PC too. Click the first one, hold shift, go to the next one, click add over here like this. That'll add all of those products to your quick shop. This is what controls the easy buying experience that I always recommend using because it's really simple. Now, the one thing to keep in mind is that when you turn this automatic option off, if I come back up here to the price list and I add more products, I have to remember to come down here and add them over. It's not done automatically. So one thing to keep in mind is that if you turn that automatic option off, you need to remember to go down and add any new products that you offered or you added over to your quick shop. And I'm going to show you where all of that shows up here in just a second. Now, don't let this 10 products numbers throw you off. Quick shop can show as many products as you want to show. Just keep in mind that if you put a lot in there, it could require your client having to do some scrolling. But you can definitely have more than 10 in here. All right. Now, as a last thing that I'll mention, what if we want that 10 by 10 a la carte album to only be available if the client purchases that wedding package first? There's not really a built-in way to do that, but what you can do is you can set a price list minimum. So what you can do is go to price list settings, and if you have an advanced account, you'll get this option. If you don't have an advanced account, you will need to upgrade, but you can go to price list settings, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you can set an order minimum. And so you can tell your client, hey, if you want to get that a la carte album, you have to buy that package first if you want to try to do something like that. So that's an option that you have as well. I'm going to turn that off, but I wanted to show you guys that was there. Now we're going to click save. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just assign this price list with these options to a gallery. So I'm going to hit save again. And then we're going to go to photos right here. I'm going to go and assign that price list to a gallery. So I've got a wedding gallery right here. I'm just going to click on it. And then over on the right over here, what I'm going to do is go to price list. I'm going to say allow ordering at my price list. And we're going to choose that wedding price list. And then down here at the bottom, I'm going to click save. All right. And so now that is saved. That price list is saved. One thing that I always have to check, I go in sometimes to play around with things. So the next thing I want to do is just make sure that my photos are following the price list that's applied to the gallery. Now, if you don't go in and change the price list on your photos, if you don't mess with that, you don't have to do this step. I've gone in this account and done a bunch of different things and applied different price lists and played around with it. So it's always helpful for me to make sure I select all of the photos. I go to price list, and then I make sure that they are set to follow the same as containing gallery. So see right there, it wasn't on that. I had to go and make sure that that was checked. All right, guys. So far what we've done is we've created a package with a wedding album in it that your client can purchase. They can go in and design themselves. We've also added a wedding album as an a la carte option that your clients can design themselves. Got it added to the quick shop, got it put together on a price list, put that price list on a gallery. Now let's go in and let's talk about the client buying experience. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go right here to this, and I'm going to open this up in a new incognito window. And anytime you're testing out a client gallery for the first time, or whenever you're testing out a client gallery, it's really important to know how to actually test it out like a client would see it. If you just hit preview, you're going to be viewing it like you, the photographer, when you're logged in. And I'll show you this really quick, because you can see right up here at the top right here, it shows me being logged in as the photographer. So I'm seeing it pretty close to how the client would see it, but if I really want to see it the way a client would see it, the best way to do that is to go right here to access, go to sharing, and you're going to click here to copy the link to that gallery. So let me just click right here. We're going to copy that link. And then in most modern browsers, there is a private option, right? So in Google Chrome, it's called an incognito window. In Safari and Firefox, it's called private browsing, private session. Not sure what it's called in Internet Explorer. If you know, let me know in the chat what it's called in Internet Explorer. But the best way to test this gallery out, like a client's going to see it, is doing it in a private or incognito window. So that's what I'm going to do now. So in Google Chrome, I can actually just go up to the top, which you guys can't see it, but I can hit File. Let me see if I can show it to you guys. Right there, File, and then New Incognito Window. Or if you're a keyboard shortcut person, you can do Shift Command N. And that's going to open up an incognito window that looks like this. And then you just paste that URL in here. And now you're viewing this gallery like an actual client would see it. Notice that there's no login information up here. So we're seeing this exactly the way a client is going to see this. All right, so let me go up here and let me just bring this down. And then what we're going to do right here is we're just going to go in here and click on this. And here are the two buying experiences. So you can see right here, this is set up the way that I set up that quick shop. Here's visit shop. So let me just show you how this would work. So if I'm a client and I wanted to buy this, I'm going to hit that plus symbol. And then I'm going to go here, and this is probably a bad example because this theme that I'm using is not set up to be the best. So if I'd have to click on the Alt tab and drag these over, but basically they would just drag over their photos that they wanted for this package right here. And then let me just scroll down. Do these, and then here is that photo book right here. So they need to select and configure. And the first screen that they're going to see is they're going to see the design templates. So they can look right here and they can pick out which template they want. They click on that, and that's going to open them up to the editor. Okay, and so when they're in the editor here, what they can do is they can go right here. They can just start dragging over their photos and start designing this book. Now, here some of the books have text layers where they can put, you know, our wedding in or whatever they want to put in here. They can change that text layer up. They can leave it blank if they want to leave it blank, you know, make it go away. There's lots of options. Some of the pages let them change the layout. There's different layout designs. They can change the options as far as the title. If you let them choose different paper options, they can choose that here. And so this is where they can go and they can design that. And if you look down here, they can progress to other screens. They can see all of their page layouts, and it lets them know what photos they've added, and they can drag in the photos that they haven't added. Now, once they drag in the photos, they can update it. They can go in here. They can, you know, zoom in if they want, move it around. They can set it to be center, they can change it, they can delete it, and they can change their page layouts as well. So that's the design process. Now, if they maybe they're working on it and they're not quite finished with it yet, well, what they need to do is they need to save that. They need to make sure that they then add that to their cart. And let me go back to the gallery here. And so now we have that in our cart. And then if they're not logged into a client account, they can actually share their cart out to save that. So let's say that they're working on this, they're done, but they want to work on it some more. They can go to cart and they can actually click share cart, and they can share this cart out to their email if they want, or they hit save cart. It's going to ask them to create a client account. And that is what I would recommend they do, because they can save that cart, create a client account, and then that cart's going to be saved in their client account. And then all they have to do is come back in, log back into their client account, and they can keep working on their wedding album. So that is how that works, guys. That's how you add those wedding album in, letting your clients design them, letting them be in the process, saving you a lot of work and a lot of time going back and forth with the clients. Sorry I went so long. Let me check on you guys in chat really quick. Actually, you know what? What I'm going to do really quick, let me show you guys the top 10 photos currently for June's photo contest. So here are the top 10 photos currently. all of this can change. There's still a few days left. So if your photo's not in the top 10 and you've submitted a photo to the June photo contest, make sure that you get that share link and you share that out on your social media and get people to vote for you. So here are the current top 10 leaders right here. All right, some absolutely beautiful photos. I am always so impressed every day when I go in there and I look at the photos that have been submitted. Like I said, those are the current top 10 leaders. That can change at any time, so make sure that if you put your photo in that contest, that you're getting your share link, putting it out there, asking people to vote for that contest so you get that free Zenfolio account. I realized that I was extremely rude today and I never said hi to any of you guys in chat. So let me go back and say hi to Kathleen, Craigslist, Kelly, Heather hanging out with us today. We have Mark hanging out with us. Ian Vaughn Photography says, good morning from the Southern Highlands of New South Wales, Australia, East Coast. Wow, that's a mouthful. Hey, Ian, thanks for jumping on here and hanging out. We've got Marty McMore hanging out with us again. And let's see, Frozen Time Photography hanging out. Dave, thanks for jumping on here, Frozen Time. Appreciate you hanging out with us for sure. And hey, really quick, if you're watching the recorded version of this and you have a question that you would like me to answer on the following week's live stream, there's a link in the description below this video. It says questions for next week. And this is new, guys. It's going to take you to our user forum where you can go and chat with other users in the forum and put a question up for me to answer the following week. And I'm going to show you guys how to use the forum here in just a second. But hey, thank you guys so much for those of you who are watching the recorded version of this. I know everybody can't drop what they're doing on a Thursday and jump on a live stream, which is why I really appreciate those of you guys who hang out with me live week after week. You guys are awesome, and you guys are such an awesome and positive community. I love watching you guys talk back and forth in the chat. All right, really quick, guys, if you're going to use that user voice form to submit a question, let me show you something really quick that might not be obvious when you go to that user voice form. So I'm just going to open it up. I have it in another tab right here, so we're just going to jump over to this other tab. And when you go to the user voice forum, there is a Zenfolio Live section down here. I probably passed it, Zenfolio Live. This is where you're going to go to submit your questions to answer the following week if you're watching the recorded version of this, or if you just want to comment, have a discussion with other people watching or with the moderators about a Zenfolio Live episode, that's where you're going to go. But when you click there, if you haven't already used the forms and created an account, look over here to the right, and you can actually quickly just create an account and sign in with your Zenfolio account. So you have to be logged into your Zenfolio account. Click there on the right. That will get you logged into the forums. Then you can go down and start commenting. If you haven't checked out the forums yet, there's lots of really cool positive engagements going on in there. There's a place to share your photos. There's a place to talk about workflow and processing. So it's a really good way if you want to have conversations about Zenfolio with other Zenfolio users, get some engagement, learn some stuff. The forums are a really great place to do that. So make sure that you go and check that out. All right, I know some of you guys got some questions there in chat, so let's see. Let me get to this. Let's see. Mark says, I ran across when creating a package. When creating two books, they become individual. How do we make the book as a duplicate in a package? Currently, I don't think that there is a way for the client to create a duplicate book in the package. They had it as a single product on the price list. They can change the number to 2. Okay, so if you have that album in there, in the price list, they can change the quantity number to 2. Now, in a package, I believe that that book is not going to be seen as a duplicate. It's going to be seen as a separate individual book. But if you offer it as an a la carte item, when your clients add that to their price list, they can go and bump up the quantity. So if I just really quick, if I go into a gallery really quick, and let's say that I want to add this as a 10 by 10 custom hardcover book, choosing the template, and then I am going to go ahead and add photos, and then I'm just going to autofill. So this is an option too that I didn't show you guys. There is an option to autofill right here, and then I'm just going to do this. We're going to autofill this book, and then I can add it to the cart right here. We'll say yes, continue. And then what your clients can do is if they want to order 2 copies of that book in the cart, they can come in here and they can bump that quantity up. So it's this one right here. They can come up here and say, okay, I want 2 copies of that book, or I want 3 copies of that book. So they can bump up the quantity right here inside of the cart and then check them out that way. So that's one way they can do it. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to work in the package like you're wanting, but they can bump up the quantity inside of here. All right, great question though, Mark, but definitely appreciate that question. Let's see, Kelly Cummings says, can I copy one gallery in one group to another group? Yes, you can, Kelly. So what you're going to do is, what you're going to need to do, if you want to copy the gallery, what you'll need to do is you'll need to create that new gallery first and then copy the photos to it. So let's say that I want to take this homepage gallery, and let me get myself out of the way. Let's say I want to take this homepage gallery and I want that to appear in my, I don't know, let's say I want it to appear in my sports group down here. Okay. I can't copy the gallery, so what I would need to do is come down here, say new gallery right here, and then I would say homepage 2 or copy or whatever you want to call it. And then you're just going to go back to that gallery, select all the photos, and then you're going to go actions, copy, and then you're going to go right here to homepage 2 and copy it. So that's one way that you can do it. Now, another way that you can do it if you don't want to have to create that gallery first is you can go to the actual gallery like this and then go to actions, and then there is, one second, so that's how you're going to have to do it right there, is go to select all and then do the copy that way. So let me click back on here really quick just to double check and see this really quick. So you would have, yeah, so what you have to do is you would have to go in there and select those photos, select them all, and then do the copy that way into the new gallery. So there's not a way to copy the gallery directly. You have to create a new one first, and then you can go and copy the photos, all of the photos from that gallery into the other one. So hopefully I answered you and just didn't really confuse you there. All right, so let me go back. Great question though, Kelly. And let's see, let me go down here, make sure I have all of these questions answered here. Frozen Time says, how can I add a contact form to a blog post? So if you want to add a contact form to your blog post, you're going to need to either use, so there's a couple of options that you can do, Frozen Time. If you want it to be an actual form in the blog post, you're going to have to use a third party like JotForm, or you can use Google Forms. You're going to have to get the embed code and then embed that into the blog post. So for instance, really quick, I have a Google form, and if I go to my forms really quick, and I have one here that I've created, and let's say that I want this contact form to be in a blog post. I can go up here to the send option, and we're going to go right here to this little embed, and then you can actually copy the embed information right here, go back inside your account, go to website, blog. I don't think I have a blog post. Oh, I do have a blog post. We'll go to the blog post. And then if you'll notice, you have this source option right here. So you're going to click source, and then wherever you want that blog post to appear, you're going to put that in here. I can't remember what's on this blog post. Let me see really quick. So this just has a bunch of photos. So maybe like right here, and let me get myself out of the way. So like right here, I would just go to source, scroll down to the bottom, and then we could do a paragraph tag and then paste in that. Uncheck the source box right here, and now we should have a Google form here, and I can center it up. And then we can do a preview really quick. So now if I scroll down here, here is that contact form. So it's just going to be embedding that code. Now, if you don't want it to be a third party, if you just want people to go to your contact page from the blog post, you could always put a link in there that just says click here to go to the contact page, and you could have it open up into a new page if you want. But if you're wanting that contact form in your blog post, you're going to need to do it through a third party. Get the embed code. I like Google Forms because they're free and you can export the responses to a spreadsheet, which I tend to nerd out a little bit too much on. So I really like Google Forms for that. They're free with your Google account, but you can also use like JotForm or any service that will really give you a contact form with an embed code. That's what you're after. And then you can go and embed that into your blog post. Great question, though. I think that's the first time anybody's asked about embedding something in a blog post. So that's an awesome question. Let's see. Let me grab an email question really quick. This is from Marcus. This was actually posted to the user voice forum. So, hey, Marcus. Marcus said, when will we have an app to use on Apple TV? We've been waiting for years. So we don't have a native app for Apple TV, but we do have a Zenfolio app, which will kind of let you do some management stuff like upload photos, change details in your gallery. You can change the access control of galleries. It's called Zenfolio. You can find it, and I think it's available for Android as well as iOS and Google Play and all of that. So you can use that on your phone and you can AirPlay it to your Apple TV. Same thing with the client's app, the Photo Moments app. You can AirPlay that. We just don't have a native to Apple TV app at this time. So, but great question. Definitely great feedback, Marcus. Thanks for posting that. Definitely good feedback. All right, let me check on you guys in chat here, make sure I haven't missed any questions yet. Let's see. Capture Pig says, can I include a discount feature by first album and second one is 50% off? So, kind of. All right? Kind of you can do this. What you're going to have to do is use a coupon, and you're going to have to set that coupon up to be very specific. So let me show you how to do that. So there's not a way on the price list to offer tiered pricing, but if you offer a wedding album at $500, then what you can do is go to selling. You can go to coupons and campaigns, add a new coupon, and we can call this wedding album, and then we can say half off, whatever coupon code you want it to be, right? So this could be album half off. This is going to be the coupon code that you give to your clients to actually use. And then what you're going to do is come down here and you're going to set up this to discount your products. So you're going to say discount products. You're going to do an amount, and then you can do it. Actually, you can do it a couple of different ways. You can do it in amount, or you can do it by a percent. I would probably do an amount. So if you're selling your wedding albums for, let's say, $300, and you want to set it up to where if they buy one, they can get one at half off, you're going to do the discount amount to be $150. I never discount shipping. The labs are the ones that do the shipping, so I never mess with that. But you can discount the products, $150 off. Then you go down here, and here's the catch. You can't really make this coupon only be usable on albums. Now, you can say that they can't use this coupon on digital downloads. They can't use it on packages. They can't use it on self-fulfilled products. They can only use it on prints and products. Or if you only offer your albums in packages, then you could say it can only be used for packages. There's just not a way to say this coupon only works on albums. So you would have to word it like this is for albums. You would have to be pretty strategic with how you set up your price list. But then you're going to go down here, and here's the second thing. You need to set an order minimum for this coupon to become effective. And so what you're going to say is if you're selling your wedding albums for $300, you're going to say they have to spend $300 before they can use this coupon. So that means that they either have to buy that wedding album, which is what you're going to tell them, buy one album and you get a coupon for half off of another album. So you have to buy that one album and then you get the coupon. Their coupon will work. Or you can just say if you spend $300, you'll get a coupon for half off. Now you're going to be giving them this coupon up front. You're going to put it in the emails that go directly to them when they get their gallery links, and just say, hey, here's a coupon. If you spend $300, use this coupon and you can get 50% off of a wedding album or get $150 off, however you want to word it. Unfortunately, there's not really a way to limit it to just work on the wedding albums. It's all about how you set up your price list and how you word this to your clients, and hopefully they follow your directions. But this is how you can do that by setting this up. Now, you could also do a 50% discount as well up here. Just keep in mind that if you do a percent right here, that you're not going to be able to limit it to just that one product or something like that. So they could add a bunch of stuff to their cart and then all of a sudden they're getting it for half off rather than just getting a $150 credit when you do it the amount way. So a couple of ways to think about there. Definitely some options to play around with for sure. Now, the other thing is that if you don't want to mess around with the coupon, you could tell them that if they buy 2 albums, they're going to get a $150 refund. And so after they buy the album, if you have order approval turned on, there's actually a process where you can go in and add a discount to an order. And what that does is that refunds your client as that discount. So the clients buy the 2 wedding albums, you go in and you give them a $150 discount and it refunds them that $150. So maybe you think about the way that you say it, and instead of saying you buy 1 album and you get half off, maybe you say buy 2 albums and you're going to get a $150 rebate. Maybe that's how you want to word it, because you can work it that way and do it in the order approval process. Great question though. Lots of things you can do with coupons. The coupon feature is really powerful. There's lots of different ways that you can use it. Definitely, if you're not playing around with the coupon, definitely make sure that you're going in there and checking it out, because it's a really powerful feature. All right. Hey, Tom England said he's joining us late today. He'll have to go back and rewatch. Hey, better late than never, Tom. Thanks for jumping on here and hanging out with us. Let's see. Mark says, can you show us a rebate as a dummy order? I don't have any orders. Let's see. I don't have any orders that I can do that through. Let me see. Let me just do a quick, let's see if I can do it. Actually, Mark, I don't have time because I'm going to have to go through and set up and place a fake order. And then I'll have to go back through and show you how to do that. But what I will do is I will put out, I'll link it in the description of this video. So I'll do a video recording, come back, look at the recording of this video, go down in the description, Mark, and there'll be a recording that says how to issue a refund or a rebate. And you click on that and there'll be a video. So I'll make that video later today and I'll get it posted on the link or on the description of this video after it goes live. Or I could do it next week. That's a great question for next week as well. So maybe I could do that next week. All right, let me grab a couple more email questions really quick. You guys in chat, keep the questions rolling in. We've got about 12 more minutes left. Make sure that you keep those rolling in. Also, too, guys, don't forget, we have an amazing support team. If you guys have not interacted with our support team, they are there to help you. If you see this chat icon right here, click on that. You can reach out to the support team. They are there to help you. They are all photographers and they love helping you guys you know, they just have such a passion for helping you guys. So if you haven't interacted with the support team, make sure that you click on there. Let them know, you know, if you have a question. Don't wait till you get frustrated. They are there to help you guys out. And if you've had an interaction with them, make sure that you click on there and just let them know how much you appreciate them. Give them a chat reward and just say how awesome they are, because they are a phenomenal group of people. If you don't have chat, you can always reach out anytime by sending an email to us by going to zenfolio.com/contact. You can send an email there anytime. We do offer 24/7, 365 days a year email support. I can 100% vouch for that because I have been on there answering emails when fireworks were going off. So we are there to help you guys outside of all of this and outside of chat. There's always somebody around to help you guys and answer questions. All right, let me grab another question really quick. Kathleen says, is there a way to add a deeper discount percentage that reverts to a regular introductory rate after a certain date? For example, first 30 days save 33% and next 30 days save 10%. So there is not a way to do that all in the same coupon, Kathleen, but that is a really good idea. Basically, what you would have to do is you'd have to create 2 coupons and set an expiration date. So if you go to selling and you go to coupons, basically what you would do is say add a coupon, and you would have to create this for every client because the date is not dynamic that you put in here. So you would have to go here and say coupon code save 30, and I'm just going to give it a name really quick. And then you would come down here and say discount products, percent, set it up to be 30%. Come down here and, you know, whatever you want to do here. But then you can say, okay, this coupon is only good for the first 3 days. And then you would save that, send that coupon code out. And then either in the same email and another email, you would have to create another coupon with a lower discount rate and a different expiration date. So there's not a way to do it all in one coupon. You'd have to do it with multiple coupons with different expiration dates. And then of course, every expiration date is going to be static. It's not going to be dynamic. So for every new client that you're trying to give that tiered discount to, you're going to have to go and create their own coupon code with the expiration date that's right for them, if that makes sense, hopefully. Hopefully that answers your question. Definitely a great feature that we should look into. Definitely some really good feedback for sure. All right, let me see if I can answer another question here. Let's see. Let me grab an email question really quick. Let's see. How do I set up sales tax in Zenfolio? That's a great question. Sales tax is definitely something that you need to be thinking about. Now, I'm not a tax professional. I don't know if Zenfolio has any tax professionals working support or not. So first things first, if you're just getting started, if you have not dived into sales tax at all, please do yourself a favor and contact and talk with a sales tax professional. Now, you definitely want to know your options going in so that they can talk about the best way to set this up, but you can set sales tax up in Zenfolio. So what you're going to do is you're going to hover over your name, go to account right here, and then what you're going to do is come down over here, go to selling right over here, and click on sales tax. Now, once you're on this screen, you're going to say, yes, I want to collect sales tax. Go right here, choose your state. And then from there, the options that you have are to charge tax by shipping destination. You can enter your zip code, or you can enter a custom tax percentage. Now, Zenfolio updates the tax codes in here every month for you. That's not something that you have to do. And you just need to be aware this is where you make those selections on how you want to charge sales tax. So for instance, if I have it set up this way, whenever a client places an order, sales tax is going to be collected based on the tax codes for the state of Alabama and based on the shipping destination of that order based on Alabama's tax codes. All right, so Zenfolio will collect the tax for you. We put it into your account. We don't report it and we don't pay it out for you, but we do collect it. and this is how you can set it up. Again, please, please, please make sure that you're talking to a tax professional about this, and you let them know your options and ask them how you need to set this up. Because the last thing that I want you guys to do is to get in any kind of tax trouble and say that Robert said this is how I was supposed to set it up. Please make sure that you talk to a tax professional. All right, let's see. Let me make sure that I am catching up to you guys here in chat. So we got any questions here? I think I'm caught up. In you guys' chat questions. Let me grab another email question really quick. Let's see here. Since you guys are talking about coupons, here's another email question about coupons. I would like to offer a discount from time to time, but it gets annoying having to make new ones or new coupons for each client. Any ideas on or suggestions to make it easier? Well, one of the things that I recommend, there's a coupon code that you can create one time, and you can reuse that coupon code over and over again for all of your clients. So if you are going in and you're making specific coupon codes for every single one of your clients, you might want to rethink your strategy of those coupon codes. And one of the things that you can do is you can create a coupon code that can be used over and over again. So if you go to selling and you go to price list, selling coupons and campaigns, and then you hit add new coupon. This is the one that I like to use because, again, I only have to create it one time and I use it over and over again. And so we'll just call this demo 2, and I'll just say this is save 20. All right. And so what this is I'm going to give my clients a 20% discount. All right. And I'm going to give that discount to everything. And I'm going to let them use it as many times as they want. I'm not going to put a limit use on it. So if I put 1 here, the second somebody uses that coupon code, it's no longer valid. I don't want to have to do that because I don't want to go back in and create new coupon codes each and every time for new clients. So if I put no limit, what I do is I'll put an order minimum. This way, I don't care how many times the clients use this coupon code because I know that every time it's getting used, I'm making a certain dollar amount. So whether that's $100, whether it's $200, you have to decide what that number is for you, what's right for you. But you put that in here, right? So let's say that it's $150. So now I have one coupon code that I can share out with all my clients and just say, hey, just to let you know, if your order is $150 or more, you can use this coupon code and you'll get a 20% discount. And this is not a code that I keep having to keep creating over and over again because I have it set up in a way that I don't care if my clients use it over and over again. I don't care if they share it out with their mom, with their friends, because I know that I'm getting that order minimum before it's being used. And so this is a way that you can use that option to not have to keep creating new coupon codes for your clients. Definitely something to think about. And if you're looking for a way to create a sense of urgency with coupons, what you can do is you can use this coupon, right? So you can use this coupon to give them a discount, but set the client gallery to expire. So let them know, hey, here's a coupon, you'll get a discount, and let them know up front. But by the way, your online gallery is only going to be available for the next 2 weeks, the next 3 weeks. So this way, you don't have to create a bunch of coupons, but you still have that urgency that you're giving your clients by letting them know that their gallery is only going to be available for so long. All right, so then you just save that, and that's a coupon code that you can use over and over and over again. Of course, I probably can't use it because I've already used that code, so I would have to do something like 20A and save it down here. Great questions today, though, guys. Great questions. Let me get back to photos here really quick. And let's see. Let me make sure I'm caught up with you guys in chat here. Let's see. I think I'm caught up with you guys in chat. We've got like 3 minutes left. Let me see if I can hit one more email question before you guys go. Let's see. Another one that I found on the forums. This one says, how do I change my name server? So if you're new to Zenfolio, or maybe you've had a Zenfolio account for a while, but you're just now getting around to setting up your custom domain. First of all, Zenfolio is not a domain registrar, We do not sell domains, so you're going to have to buy that custom domain from somebody like GoDaddy or I don't know. There's tons of them. There's I can't think of any right now. I'm sure you guys know a lot of different domain registrars. There's GoDaddy. There's Namecheap or something like that. There's a lot of other options. First of all, you have to buy your custom domain from there. Now, when you buy that, you need to host your domain there as well. And you want to use their domain hosting and their default name servers. You don't link your domain to Zenfolio through the name servers. You're going to link your domain to Zenfolio through your A record and your C name. And it's really important that you use both an A record and a C name. And just to show you where you can find some instructions in case you're kind of in the middle of that process, if you hover over your name and you click on accounts, and then you go over here to website, and you go to custom domain, and then right here, if you click this option, you can click instructions, and it's going to tell you right here how to point your domain from wherever you purchased it to Zenfolio. One more thing to remember, please make sure that you do not set up any domain masking. That will have a negative impact on your SEO as well as your just the visual appearance of your site. If you own multiple domain names, what you need to do is forward the traffic from all of your other domain names to your primary domain name, because you can only have one domain name pointing to your Zenfolio account. So you would have one primary one, all the other ones forward their traffic to that primary domain name. All right, guys, unfortunately, we are out of time. I do want to say thank you to Ian, Vaughn, Kelly, Kathleen, Capture, Mark. Let's see, anybody else that I missed? Tom England for hanging out with me today. Let's see, Craigslist, as always, Frozen Time, Marty Mack. I think I got everybody. And Heather, thank you guys so much for hanging out today. Hey, make sure that you guys go out this weekend and you encourage somebody, that you do something positive in your community, that you help somebody out, and that you be a good example, and that you bring positivity with you wherever you go. Until next weekend, I hope you guys have, or actually until next week, I won't be here. Don't forget, no Zenfolio Live July 4th. Make sure that you catch the site review Tuesday next week, because that's going to be the contest winner and the July contest announcement. So until then, hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Hey, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you click that subscribe button. And if you're watching the recorded version of this and you'd like to learn more about Zenfolio, I recommend watching some of the videos that you should see popping up on your screen.